looking at your dozen a day, I would hope that your scale would go just a little bit quicker. I mean, it is just a 1-octave C major scale, really, so it should be easy peasy. Try not to let that left hand slow down what's going on in the right hand, all right? So get to know these chords a bit more. I gave you a little tip to make sure that you notice the second finger in this chord becomes the thumb in the next chord, okay? And the G is always the bottom note. And then when you go on to the next line, again, this second finger becomes the thumb for the next chord, and again, the G is on the bottom, okay? What you do have to watch is bar 2 and 4, that G chord has the third, if you like, the interval of the third between G and B at the bottom of the chord. In bar 4, it's a D and an F, so the interval of the third is at the top of the chord. They're not exactly the same chord. That's a G, a dominant 7th G, all right? That's just a part of a G chord. Well, no, they're both dominant 7ths, but it's slightly different arrangement of the notes. So notice the shapes or the intervals, okay? 1, 3 and 5 on that one, 1, 2 and 5 on that one. So you've really got to practice to get to know those chords so that there's not too much of a hesitation. Okay, now it's not necessarily just as easy to put the hands together, because as well as finding the chord, you are actually moving the right hand as well, although the right hand only moves down one note from A to G, so it's not far, but it still means you have to coordinate the movement of both hands, which is why it's a bit tricky. You could do a silent jump, which I mentioned, is move as quickly as you can, react as quickly as you can to move, and just check that you've got those fingers in the right places. Just do that a few times. Move. Right, so to do it as quick as you can, that's the aim. Okay, once you've done that correctly a few times, now you can play the chord and stop on it. Maybe do the same with the next line. Just do the jump, but this time make sure you've got the distribution, oh, I got it wrong, of the notes in the left hand correct. Let's do that again. Like that. Okay, so the 2 and the thumb are really ready to play those notes. Do it a few times, then once you've got it, stop on the chord. Okay, then hopefully if you build up your practice in that way, using these different techniques in practicing, it will help you with the overall result. Then the last 2 lines really shouldn't have any slips in that. That's just a C major scale with G's, and then starting on the G, ending on the C, then repeat the same thing. Okay, then thumb on the left hand. Okay, good solid finish. Make sure these chords are nice and bright with a bit of attack to them, okay? So work hard on that one. It needs to have a sort of brilliance about it. He's got a smiley face, the little man, so make him smile. Make it bright and happy.